everyone, welcome to Brick Vault. My name is Jack, and today we've got a bit of a different kind of collection for you. We've got all the Harry Potter minifigs. Now, not every single character from the entire Harry Potter franchise, but we've got a lot of the main characters, and we thought we'd start off these Harry Potter collections with, of course, none other than Harry Potter himself. I grew up reading all of the Harry Potter books and absolutely loving them. I've been a longtime fan of the series. I'm going to be going through these guys chronologically, and fortunately their chronological order also matches up with the books/movies that they came out for. Alright, so starting off with the first Harry Potters, they came out in 2001, of course in conjunction with the Sorcerer's Stone's movie release, the very first movie. So this is the first Harry Potter. He is the Sorting Hat Harry Potter because that's the set he came out in. He's got some pretty standard robes. They don't have any Gryffindor stuff on them right now because he hasn't been sorted yet into the Gryffindor house. But here we get our first look at the starry inlay for the cape. And what actually makes this Harry Potter exclusive is the wizard hat on his head. He was still a pretty darn common figure because that wizard hat is not an exclusive piece to other sets, so he is $4. And our next Harry Potter is the Hogwarts Express Harry Potter. Also, he came out in the Gringotts Bank set. He is $5, and he actually looks pretty ruffled up. I mean, his jacket and his shirt don't look actually that clean. Maybe that's just my opinion. And by the way, yeah, you can see the expression on his face. He's got the lightning bolt scar and no alternate expression. Now, the third one is the Harry Potter once he's within Gryffindor house. So this is the only difference is that his torso changes, and also he doesn't have any sort of wizard hat. This is the really common one. He came out in the final challenge. That was his first set, plus the Chamber of Winged Keys, and then 6 more. He is roughly $4, and the last one is pretty much the exact same Harry. He appeared in 3 sets, the first one being the Forbidden Corridor, and what makes him different is his violet cape. That makes him a few dollars extra. He's about $7. And sorry about the crinkled cape. The person who sent them to us in Bricklink didn't have the best shipping methods. Anyways, we're moving on to the Chamber of Secrets just 1 year later, 2002, and I think the coolest minifig from this year is the Quidditch Practice Harry Potter. That's the name of the set he came out in. He's $5, and this is when he's supposed to be catching the snitch. And they really do try to include a lot of the sort of iconic moments from the different books and movies, of course. So this one is Escape from Privet Drive. He's in his muggle clothes, and really the only unique thing about him is the print that makes up the torso, even though I'm not sure that's exclusive at all. Either way, he is a $6 fig, and this Harry Potter is definitely one of the most unique because at first glance he doesn't look like Harry Potter. This is supposed to be Harry when he transforms himself into Goyle. He has 2 expressions, and the second one is the alternate one, which is Harry Potter's normal face when he has the scar. This is the detailing for the Slytherin robes, so that's pretty unique. The headpiece is of course the exclusive part. He came out in the Slytherin set and sells for a little over $7. And the last Harry Potter from 2002 is also in muggle clothing. He appeared in the Aragog and the Dark Forest set. He's about $5. And there's nothing more to say about him other than he has a different kind of torso piece that, well, it shows a jacket and a shirt. Now, interestingly enough, 2003 had one more Chamber of Secrets release, so this is still within the same book, and his release was the Nocturne Alley. The set was not particularly well distributed, so he is harder to find, which makes him $13. And then 2004 brings us to The Prisoner of Azkaban, my personal favorite book. Another Muggle Harry. He is from the Shrieking Shrek set. The detailing on his jacket is actually the same kind of detailing we saw from one of the first Muggle Harrys. It's just different colors. The color combination does make this look slightly better, but in essence it does just feel like a clever little reprint. He is $11, and then we get a pretty standard looking Harry. He is in his Gryffindor colors, but no insignia, just the tie and the waistband kind of give it away. He appeared in the Hogwarts Castle set. He's $8, and also, by the way, these guys have flesh tones. I think I forgot to mention that, but it is indeed the same kind of print that we got from the earlier yellow-skinned Harrys. Now, the next Harry is just in a black cape, and he came from the Sirius Black's Escape. And oddly enough, I find him at $12 at the cheapest for brand new. even though the only difference between him and the one before is just a black cape, and I doubt that is a $4 piece. This is another Muggle-dressed Harry. He's exactly the same as the $11 Harry that we got before, except now his pants are blue instead of a dark tan. He appeared in the Hogwarts Express set as well as the motorized Hogwarts Express. Pretty decent fig, and then we get another version of the Harry that we saw before yet again, except now he is wearing a violet cape. He was in the Harry and the Marauders map set, and because this cape is just not as easy to get by, the price of him with a cape in good condition is $15. Last Harry, also a Muggle Harry, last Harry of Prisoner of Azkaban, came out in the Night Bus set, and now this is really what almost exactly like the original Muggle Harry looks like. Even the color combination is very, very similar to that, and the print is the exact same kind. It's just more updated and it just looks better. I think the gray shadows being just slightly darker gray makes a big difference. He's $10, and we're jumping on up to the Goblet of Fire. Only 3 minifigs associated with this book, but they're all pretty unique and some are pretty darn pricey. This first one here is, well, from the last scene, the Graveyard Duel. I like that torso piece for sure. It shows Potter printed onto his back. And this minifig also came out in a Target exclusive set, but he is $12. Same thing goes for this next guy, who only appeared in the Harry and the Hungarian Horntail. That's the dragon set. Now, in order for this fig to be complete with all of his accessories, he needs a special brown magnetic utensil in his hand, and that is for picking up the golden egg. Both of those parts are pretty darn expensive, and them together makes him the most expensive Harry Potter minifig in the collection. Now, the last Goblet of Fire fig is also from one of the challenges. This is when he eats the gillyweed, and it's from the set Rescue from the Mer People. So you can see he has gills printed onto the side of his face. So that, along with his swimsuit for the torso, are both very exclusive prints to this set. This fig alone is $30, which makes him, I think, one of the most expensive ones in the whole collection, and without a doubt, certainly one of the most unique. Officially, the Order of the Phoenix sets only had one Harry Potter for 2007. He came out in the 3rd edition of the Hogwarts Castle set, and as far as I know, he just has an updated face. That torso piece looks pretty much the same as the ones we saw before, but with his updated face, for some reason, he is listed at $12. Now, 2010 comes around, and we've got our Half-Blood prints. This is Harry in his Muggle clothing. A really nice print for the torso, showing a jacket and a t-shirt. No printing on the legs, and these are his expressions. His first set was The Burrow, which was a really cool set. He also came out in the Night Bus and Diagon Alley. He is $5, and this same year we also got an updated Quidditch match Harry, and I think he has the best torso piece out of any of the Harry Potter figs in the entire collection. It also matches up really well with that red cape, and he came out in the Quidditch match set as well as a magnet set. He's $8, and then another Harry also for 2010 was this guy. He's pretty much exactly the same as the one we saw before from the Castle set, except he has black pants. He came out in the 4th version of the Hogwarts Castle and a bunch of other sets. He's a super common fig. He's $6. And then there was this Harry Potter fig, also another Muggle Harry Potter fig, exactly the same as the guy we just saw as well, except his pants are gray. He came out on the Hogwarts Express, as well as another polybag. He's $5, and let's jump up to 2011. This is an exclusive Harry Potter fig that came out from the Goblet of Fire, well, from the book The Goblet of Fire, but actually he was released in the Lego Harry Potter Building the Magical World book, and he is currently listed at $5. I do like that bow tie, though. Same sort of deal for this next guy for 2012, another exclusive minifigure released within a DK book, specifically from the Lego Harry Potter Characters of the Magical World book. He's a little bit more for some reason, and I really do not know how to pinpoint which book he is from. Somebody please tell me what scene this Harry Potter minifigure is from. He's the only guy with printing on his legs. It matches up with his robe, and at the moment he is listed as $8. And guess what? The very last minifigure for the Harry Potter collection is an entire 4 years later, and a lot of you guys might recognize this is the Harry Potter from the Lego Dimensions. I think he came from Team Pack. The print for his face is updated ever so slightly. Along with the torso print, I like the change up of the tie. I think that's the best part, and he does have an updated hairpiece. Alright, so there we have it. This is the entire Harry Potter collection, all 26 different minifigures of him. That makes him one of the most repeated characters ever made as a Lego minifig, and definitely the most repeated minifigure within the Harry Potter franchise. I think that goes without saying. It's too bad that you can't really tell how much older or younger the character is getting within the series, because I feel like that was a big part of watching the films and just reading the books. If I had to choose another Harry Potter minifig that we could get in this, out of any of the movies or series or books or anything, it'd be great to get a Quidditch Harry Potter when he doesn't have any bones in his arm. I think that'd be kind of a funny noodle piece if they ended up using something like that. And, well, that's all I got to say. Alright, so that is it for this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Remember, if you enjoy our content, you can always like or subscribe. And if you have any ideas about another collection you want to see in the future, let us know in the comments section below, and we'll try to get that done. So, other than that, this is Brick Vault, and we'll see you next time at Brick Vault.